everyone, my name is Elena Schwelite, and as I have previously mentioned with Professor Wood, I unfortunately am not able to make it to our show and tell because I'm currently in Georgia, so I decided to record a video. And before I start my presentation, I just wanted to mention that I had the chance to read everyone else's papers. Well, not everyone else's, but a lot of my classmates' research papers while doing the peer review. And I just wanted to admit that I think everyone's paper and their topics were very interesting and impressive. So I think this project was overall very helpful. So I know that we only have 3 to 5 minutes to present, and I'm going to try to put all the key points all together while staying in the time limit. So while deciding on the topic for my research paper, there were a lot of things circulating around in my head. So eventually I decided to do a research paper about something that is not very often discussed, which is the mental health of college men. So I'm going to start with the title of my research paper, which is Be a Man, an analysis of the relationship between traditional masculinity and depression in the world of college men. So I first start by defining masculinity, which I think masculinity is something that involves power, resilience, and dominance, while eliminating femininity, shame, and emotion. And also, while I talk about college men in my research paper, I talk about men aged from 18 years to 25 years that are attending college. So the main concern that I present in my research paper is how societal norms act as barriers to acknowledging and addressing mental health challenges of college men. So the first key point was how college environment is kind of challenging. There are a lot of things that basically students need to think and consider, and it's a very transformative period. The one has to like learn about themselves and basically think about what they want in their life. So the first concern is how a lot of men in college start drinking, which leads to alcoholism in college. Basically, they think that drinking is something that shows their masculinity, which often leads to depression. Second, I talk about this paradoxical situation where college women report fewer issues with alcohol but higher rates of depression compared to college men. And the question arises why? Basically, college women more often seek mental health help, while college men think that they are not really allowed or they feel ashamed to show their emotions. So basically, it prevents them to seek the help, which is also a very big problem. One other very concerning fact was that there is a very bad, very concerning suicidal rate in college men, which is showing how masculinity very often leads to suicide, and it is emphasizing the urgency of addressing mental health challenges. So there's also a role of only male groups that play in college, like fraternity groups, sports groups. They all encourage college men to show masculinity, which also prevents them from showing their emotions and seeking mental health when they're just not feeling well emotionally and mentally. So there were a lot of points, but I'm already over the time limit. But basically, I end my paper while I call for an action and I suggest a couple of solutions. So basically, this situation is very concerning. There has to be something done to fix it. And I think some of the ways are to create some of the mental health services and groups which will only focus on college men and their mental health, creating more supportive college environment, and involving male-only groups in mental health discussions will help to eliminate these problems. So I think this is about it. So I'm just trying to stay in the time limit. And yes, thank you for listening.